This is No BS Job Search Advice Radio, episode 1254. I'm Jeff Altman, the Big Game Hunter, and welcome. This show is about gigs, side hustles, things you do on the side, and I'm very encouraging toward it. Hope you find this helpful. Hope you give it a great review in Apple Podcasts. And again, I want to encourage you, join Career Angles on Facebook. First 500 people get in for free and will always be free. But the idea here is really very simple. It's designed to help you do well at work. And I don't care if you're 22 or 72. The idea is doing well at work. And with that, let's get going.
The world of work is changing. Don't believe me? Look at government statistics. The government already reports that many positions are being filled by temporary workers. I want you to think ahead to the next recession. I don't think it's that far off, but let's say it's 2 years from now or 3 years from now. Whenever it is going to be, I want you to think of your work in a particular way. Now, I want to be clear. I'm not being critical of outsourcing. This is not about sending jobs offshore. It's about how firms will probably start looking at their employees and repositioning them yet again. For the longest time, they've been repositioning them as temporary workers, but imagine now that they're thinking in terms of tasks. What gigs can they hire people for and then have them leave? So as you start to look at your work, I don't care what profession you're in, particularly for the white-collar workers who think this doesn't affect them, this is very much about you. Start breaking up the tasks that you do into discrete components and start thinking of how you would market your skills and ability along those lines. So, for example, if you're a developer, there's the part of you that's doing you already know, for example, about user interface design or doing work for mobile devices and the discrete skills for each of those. But break them up even further. There are people who do wireframing, for example, who are exquisite with that. There are people with UI design background, with a user experience design background. Break everything up into discrete functionality. Are you great at requirements gathering? Are you someone who works on delivery and implementation? Whatever it is, I want people in the grants business. They think in terms of proposal rating. What's the different elements that go into your work that you could break up into components and to sell to other people as in the way of a service? Now, I also want you to think in terms of setting yourself up on the side now with work that you can propose that's going to help you, shall we say, supplement your income. You see, for a lot of folks, working on the side is going to be extremely important to them in terms of, keeping food on the table if they lose their jobs. So, again, what can you set up now using some of those discrete skills so that if you're out of work, you buy yourself staying power? Now, I don't think jobs will come back as heavily with the next recession as it eventually did with this one. I don't want to go into the reasons now. I'll just simply say, if I'm wrong, there's no harm. But if I'm right, you'll have been well positioned to find your next thing and to stay out of work longer because you have other sources of income coming in.
So that's today's show. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, here are a few ways that I can help you. First of all, you can hire me to coach you throughout your job search in every way imaginable. That includes a resume and or LinkedIn profile critique, interview preparation, helping you with a salary negotiation and or networking, answering your questions about your job search, giving you advice about a decision you have to make once you have the offer. We can work in 30-minute or 1-hour increments throughout your search. And the easiest way to talk with me about it is by connecting with me at linkedin.com/IN/the Big Game Hunter. mention that you listen to the show. I just like knowing that I'm helping folks. And once we're connected, message me that you're interested in coaching. We'll do a free discovery conversation with one another. If you're not interested in coaching and you just have a few questions, the easiest way to do it is by reaching out to me through the Magnify app for iOS. That's Magnify with an I. Or if you don't have an iOS device, if you're an Android user or you just want to call me on the phone, do it through PrestoExperts.com, where I'm a career coach and job search expert. For those of you who've been listening to the show, you know that I always talk about JobSearchCoachingHQ.com. And recently, we've been changing the focus of the site to really emphasize interviewing and answering tough interview questions. If you join, you'll have access to curated information that you can watch, listen to, or read that's designed to help you find work more quickly, as well as videos and podcasts and other information. Again, an emphasis on interviewing and answering tough interview questions. You can also take my classes on Skillshare and become a premium member using the link in the show notes and get 2 months for free instead of the 1 month that the site offers. And the last thing I want to mention to you is schedule me for lunch. I do it at 12:30 most days, and for now I'm making myself available Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday for lunch at 12:30 Eastern Time. We'll meet over Zoom and be able to see one another. You bring something to eat, or if it's early for you, very simply bring some coffee with you. We'll sit and talk for 45 minutes. I'll answer your questions. That's less for $175. That's less than what I charge for comparable time for my coaching. So again, reach out to me through LinkedIn and we'll schedule a time for lunch. Have a great day. Take care.
Yo, can I park here?
Let me see. Smith Street, sign says 15 minutes between Friday and Tuesday. Yeah, it's probably fine.
Good. I'm just going to the AT&T store. There's a deal that's New York only. I'll run in and run out.
You didn't take the F?
Yo, you gonna park here?
Yeah, he's going to the AT&T store. They got a deal just for New York.
You didn't take the F?
Hey, New York, come into an AT&T store and find out how to get a smartphone for free. AT&T, more for your bargain hunter thing. That's our thing. Limited New York offer. See store for details.